Welcome back to What Arty Noobs for General Disturbance. This is a VK2801. It's a Tier 6 German light tank. It's located on the southwest spawn of Westfield and it's under the command of SlyMeerkat. Now this is the next step up from the Leopard, the VK1602, and it's supposed to be a reconnaissance vehicle. Leads to the Sparpanzer eventually. Now he's actually, although the design was supposed to be a 28-ton tank, it actually ended up as a 25-ton tank, and it only existed in blueprints. It's got a 75mm gun, but it used to have a 105mm derp gun, which made this a very, very aggressive tank, because you could literally drive up behind an enemy tank and derp them in the rear and almost wipe them out with one shot. But unfortunately it's lost that gun now, because they decided to take it out thinking it was too powerful, and now all it has is an anemic 75mm. Well, Sly's taking it up onto the heights and he's knocking trees down to make himself a little nest. Not sure if that T-52 might be spotting him from a distance, but you can see him. First shot misses. Trying to get the ass of that thing. He fires one in, misses, but probably get one this time. Yes, he got it. Now it's 115 alpha if I remember correctly. No, 110 alpha with 132mm of penetration, and that T-52 just drove straight down to the valley, and he's now behind the houses in the village. And you can see that Sly's actually moved out of the bush. I don't think he's got any worries from the enemy being too close to him at the moment, except they might be at the south end of the village. It's a tier 7 game. He's tier 6 light. There's that T-52 again. Trying to put some trees between him and the enemy. That's better. Yes, good shot there. And the guy went straight back down into the village. And he's actually receiving fire from his own tanks there. Those shots are actually coming from his teammates. The T-34 and the VK3002D fired at him. That's why he's got those marks on the side of his vehicles. That's his own team firing at him. Okay, it's an E25 up there. Get shots on him. He's behind the house. That's what I was fearing, that, you know, at the southern end of the village there would be some tank destroyer of one kind or another getting shots on our guys as they went up. Now he's pulling away. Oh, he actually damaged his tracks there. In fact, he tracked himself by going over that jump the way he did. But he still managed to get some spotting on the budgie, and he's going back up there again. Now, one of the good things about this tank actually was the shape. It had a very good and aggressive shape, which actually made it very good for ramming enemy tanks, just like the VK1602 was very good for ramming tanks. But again, you know, unfortunately Wargaming kind of neutralised this tank by just taking away that 105mm derp gun, and people didn't really want to get too close to the enemy, because of course that would have adverse effects. Well, he's decided, instead of actually engaging in the enemy tanks in the valley, he's actually going to go up the other side. After all, if his teammates are going to shoot at him rather than the enemy, I don't think he really needs... Yeah, that VK's still shooting at him. Still firing at him for no reason. And if you get members of your own team shooting at you, what point is there in trying to help them at all? You just help yourself in the battle. Lovely shot there on the E25, right to the side for 100, but it's a low roll. But he gets the kill shot, so he's got his first kill. And that was the T-34-85M on the enemy team. Low roll though for him, for it's an 85mm. He's got a 180 alpha, so to get 167 meant he got a low one. But he can see where Sly is. Sly fires one back, gets a high roll, and another. Yeah, he's got the guy. Nice. So he's got a second kill now. And the VK, who was actually firing at him, has now actually decided to get involved in the battle. Sly, on the meanwhile, is actually looking to try and get one of those enemy tanks, possibly the Leo, or maybe that VK3002D on the enemy team. It's going to leave those guys there for the moment. Yeah, he might be able to be quick enough to get involved and take out the VK. He was just checking to see what tank destroyers he got as backup. Unfortunately, there weren't any. Now he's cresting this ridge very trepidatiously because he doesn't know if any tank destroyers are actually working on him. Yes, gets 2 nice shots into the VK who's coming after him. Bad move for the VK, I think, because he's now going to be outmaneuvered by this little light tank. Thank you very much. Tracked him. Now he just needs to drive around him. Track him again. He's getting hits in. And, oh, took a round from the VK, but, yep. Thank you very much. And one more. Oh, 2 more, sorry. And he blocked a shot from that VK as well. And there's the enemy Tiger P coming over the rise. Can he get a shot to his ass? Yes. Nice. One more to kill. Yes! In fact, actually, the kill there on the Tiger P didn't come from him. It came from the Burt. Yes, a VK FB304 got the kill. It looked like SlyMeerkat got it, but no, it was the Burt. And I think they've got this one wrapped up now. There's only 2 enemies remaining, an M44 and a T3485. Not the same one that he got hit by earlier, because of course he killed that one. And there's the M44. I think it's going to take him out the distance. I'm not sure that M44 can see him. I don't think he can. I think he's outside the view range of that M44. But the M44 knows he's here because he's getting hit by him. And that's it. He's got the kill. That's 3 kills now. He could platoon with the Burt. They could get a brothers in arms each. He wants that T3485M though. He's up there on the heights somewhere. In the bushes. Or in the tree line. The enemy are closing in on that position. There he is. He's got shot. No, he hasn't. He's not going to cap. He's going to go after the guy. He's just sitting in the cap at the moment. As it so happens. He gets 1 shot into the guy. He gets killed by the budgie on our team. And it's all over. And he didn't platoon with the FP304. That's a pity. Missed opportunity there. Let's have a look at the end of battle stats. Ace tanker for SlyMeerkat and the VK2801. Now, despite the shots being fired at him by his own team, he still managed to get a spotter badge for spotting at least 1,000 hit points of damage and a fire for effect for doing more damage than the hit points to his own vehicle. Let's have a look at the team scores and see how well he did. Well, in this battle, he did get the highest damage in the game, but no high caliber, 2,222 hit points of damage. The next high scorer being the T3485 on his team with 2,207, and after that, it was the Tiger P on the enemy team with 1,934, but sadly no high caliber for SlyMeerkat. He did manage to get the highest number of kills in the game alongside the Burt. Both got 3 kills each. In fact, he would have had 4 if he'd been a might bit faster on the trigger than the Burt was in taking out that Tiger P, and that would have given him the highest number of kills for sure, but he shares it with the Burt. And when it came to base XP, yes, because he was doing the spotting, he actually ends up with more, 1,192. He's the only player to get over 1,000 base. 839 goes to the AMX M4 Milli 49, I think that is, a Milli 45, sorry, and 798 goes to the T3485. He fired 34 rounds of 75mm ammunition in that game, got 24 direct hits and 22 penetrations, damage of 2,222 hit points, of which 663 were more than 300 meters. Most of those shots were the ones across the valley at the enemy tanks on the other side of the valley, and of course the M44, who was, yes, outside his view range. And so he was able to shoot him very nicely, or outside the M44's view range, I should say, but well within Sly's view range. He received 4 hits from the enemy. 3 of them were penetrations, 1 non-penetration, and of course a number of shots from his own teammates, who I don't understand why they were hitting him at all, because he was not doing anything to affect their game. He was actually helping them to win the game. He blocked damage of 135 hit points in total, spotted 4 enemy vehicles, damaged 7 of the enemy, killed 3, and did 1,229 hit points of spotting assist that game, and he got 14 capture points while he was sitting in the cap at the end. 28,627 credits on a premium count, and after repair and ammunition resupply, he took away a profit of 7,998 credits. He received 1,192 XP, got 11,328 from personal missions payout, and took away 13,116 credits altogether. So pretty good game there for SlyMeerkat and the VK2801, which in a sense I think I'm very disappointed that Wargaming took away the 105mm dirt gun. This tank was so much fun with that dirt gun, it really was. In fact, actually in Clan Wars it made it almost preferable to have this than to have something like a Cromwell B, because it was almost as quick. And of course with that 105mm derp, it could literally come up behind an enemy light tank and blow him away with one shot, and that just made it so much of a laugh. But yeah, Wargaming just needs to spoil the fun of other people. They took the 105mm gun away and left it only with a 75mm, which really isn't up to it, which means you have to fire a lot more rounds to get the same effect. But as Sly shows, he's got the skill to use the 75mm and still come out on top. If you enjoyed that replay, please give this video a like and do subscribe to our channel please, and thanks for watching.